And today marks the beginning of Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month. Throughout the month of May, we will be bringing you stories celebrating AAPI culture right here in the Bay Area. But tonight we begin with one woman's years-long battle with lung cancer, which over time has become the leading cause of death in the AAPI community. Claudine Wong back with us here in studio to reintroduce us to Donna Terry.
Well, talk about strength. This woman's amazing. Now, when I first met Donna Terry back in 2017, I was immediately struck by the incredible strength she showed. She's a nurse, a mom of two, a wife. And even though she had never smoked, she was just told she had stage 4 lung cancer. That diagnosis came with a prediction that she would only live 6 months to 2 years more. 8 years later, I was grateful to sit down for an important conversation with Donna Terry.
It's quite a privilege to be here to share my story with you. You know, it's been a roller coaster, to say the least.
Donna Terry's story is about beating the odds, but it is also about odds that were never in her favor. I first met Terry in 2017 after she'd been diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer. She was only 39 years old and was part of a disturbing and growing trend of non-smoking Asian women being diagnosed with lung cancer. And while the rate of lung cancer diagnosis is down for most, a recent California study found that cases for that particular group is actually increasing 2% every year. In fact, a closer look at the numbers show 20% of lung cancer cases in the U.S. happen in never smokers. But among Asian American women, more than 50% have never smoked. And in Chinese and Indian American women, never smokers are 80 to 90%. And no one knows why.
So I've been through from initially 17 tumors in my brain, 200 tumors in my lungs, and over the course of time of 150 or more chemotherapy treatments. Thankfully, they're targeted chemotherapies, and so my body was able to withstand them better. But radiation at least 12 times and oral chemo the entire time. So 8 years of oral chemo that I have to take every day. And side effects from losing my hair to losing my nails to losing myself, my personality, my my memory, my patience. That has been really difficult, especially on my family.
When she was diagnosed, she was told she'd get 6 months to 2 years. So she made videos for her children to celebrate milestones she thought she'd miss.
I didn't need the video.
But you made the video.
But it's there.
It's there.
It's there for her to reflect back on. And she will know that her mom gave her these wise words and was able to go through the moments with her. And my son, I made a video for when he was 10 and even 13. And he hasn't watched them. They are my focus. I call them my reasons. And now Aiden went from a 5-year-old to a 13-year-old. I have a teenager. It's so crazy that's going to be starting high school.
Amazing.
And Kylie, who already thinks she's 16, is 10. Both of them are just tough as nails.
8 years later, she and her husband will celebrate their 15th wedding anniversary. 8 years to speak out, to educate, and to advocate for better screening, more funding, and awareness.
I feel like my platform is so small. It needs to get up to, I've done meetings with people on Capitol Hill, and you really need to emphasize, look, it's happening to people who've never smoked. It's happening to young people who don't have any signs or symptoms or really any clinical history.
8 years later, she's not sure how her story will end, but she has treasured every moment she never thought she'd get.
Time is not something that you are given. It's not something you're entitled to. It's a gift. And no matter how much you want to change, you can't. The only thing you can control is what you make of that time that you're given. So go out and celebrate every moment you get.
And I'm so grateful that she gave me time. Gave me time back in 2017, gave me time now to tell her story, and her children are her reasons, and also fighting for all the people who will get diagnosed and will also have to walk the same path. I mean, so to Donna Terry and her family, thank you for sharing that story.
Thank you for sharing. So much courage right there. And for those watching at home, do you think Donna would have a piece of advice, a number one piece of advice for them if they're even debating whether or not, I mean, non-smokers?
Non-smokers.
Getting diagnosed.
Yes,
you know?
I mean, I think the key is for people to understand this is happening. She was a nurse working at the time. She thought she'd spot something, but because lung cancer specifically is something that people attribute only to smokers or predominantly to smokers, it's important that people understand that this is happening. One, so they can research it, and two, so they can spot the symptoms early and maybe ask a question that they never thought they'd have to ask.
Yeah. All right, Claudine, thank you. Donna, thank you as well. If you want to hear the full conversation between Claudine and Donna, all you have to do is go to our podcast, Second Look, which is now streaming on the KTVU profile where you get all of your podcasts. With that, we check in with Mark Tamayo and a quick check of our weather here in the Bay Area. Mark?
Hi there, Mike. Yeah, a bit of a cool down here in the Bay Area for tomorrow and into the weekend. So the first few